I'm in now.
You still here? Right, are you back in yet?
Yeah, I'm on track.
Cool, I'm just heading out. Totally different car, isn't it?
Especially being back on a T300. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, she's a bit of a handful. Just got to try and figure out the sweet spot for myself with this car without tweaking the setup. Apart from a few things that we can change in the pit stops. This is going to be very tough to figure out what I need and what I feel more comfortable with, because at the minute we're on P1 wing, which makes sense seeing as it was so squirrely through the turns. We'll do a lap, come in, change the wing. No, we can change it now, can't we? Yeah, we need to do a full lap. It's also very easy to stall. Oh, that was a bit wide. Oh, that's the wrong line through there. Bosh. It's too busy looking down. Come on. There you go. P1 is definitely too low on the wing for me. Just coming into the pits now to change it to P3.
What you putting on?
P3.
Whatever's good for you, man.
I'm thinking a lot of it as well, comfort-wise, is the fact that I'm not entirely used to your rig, because I'm feeling a million times more comfortable in my own rig right now, which is understandable. But I should I'll be able to get used to it on the Friday when we get there.
Yeah, see, for me the back end is really loose, but it's controllable. It's not like it's going completely out the window. I'm on it. You know, it's not like it's a problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Looking at
experiencing.
your steering inputs, when you started to lose it, I'm just doing very minor inputs to correct it, whereas you're kind of like very heavy on the inputs, which is probably how you would normally correct it.
Yeah, well, I'm used to, once I feel the back end to go, I'm used to leaning into the steering wheel to sort of let it do a four-wheel drift and then catch itself, which is, it's not doable on a direct drive wheel because the wheel will just overpower you and fling you the other way. Which is why I think I was overcompensating and actually pushing into the force, which was too much input.
Would it help to change your steering angle? Because now I've got the wheel matching the rotation. It feels quite jumpy to me actually at the front.
I'm wondering if we can. So at the minute, I've got mine matched, and it feels
Got
okay.
what?
I've got mine matched, and it feels okay. But I'm not sure why it feels so jumpy on your direct drive. Because when we set it to the correct rotation, it was like a bit too much. I'm not sure what was going on there.
Yeah, it was a bit too much for me. I think, but you've also got in-car adjustments. So it was 540. I've now made it 450. I'm just heading out on that. See if that helps.
Uh-huh.
But I wouldn't mind trying driver swaps as well, just to get the timings down, because I have a feeling there might be something to be had with going medium tyres and double or triple stinting them with using less fuel because you're going slower.
Yeah.
Being able to go an extra lap, maybe running on like fuel mix 3 rather than 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, this feels much better actually. 450 rotation with 900 set in the RSW software, whatever it's called. Feels a lot less jumpy.
Is that higher than it was set before?
It was set at 1440, but it didn't seem to match the rotation, did it? No, but in the setup it was 540. Well, so I think 450 works better.
Okay.
What was I going to say? So yeah, on Fuel Mix 4, it just about manages 14 laps, just about. But that's because probably I'm using that bit of, I don't know what you call it, X-Padder. I've got X-Padder on.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be close if we're Fuel Mix 4 everywhere.
Yeah. That's the thing about it. It's ingenious, but it's only saving fuel when you're off throttle, which is going to save you fuel anyway. Unless you lift and coast for a bit, you're not really going to be saving much.
Yeah, I think the well, I was going to look at some profiles. I don't know how much it's worth it, to be honest. But someone needs to look through that Facebook group and see if I asked the question or not. But I'm pretty sure you're allowed to use anything that isn't a. But I'm thinking that I could maybe have different profiles in X-Padder so that you can set it to only go to race 3 instead of race 4, or mix 3, so it only puts it up twice.
Yeah.
Not 3 times. You'd be surprised how much you're off throttle. If you bring up Motec, there's a specific channel for that you can make, and Silverstone is something like 77% that you're not on. Oh, is it 70%? I can't remember. But there's a good chunk of time that you're not on throttle.
Yeah. Which is surprising, really, because it's such a high-speed track. A lot of it is lifting and then just letting the car do its thing through the turns. Do we know at what point the tyres start to fall off?
Point what?
The tyres start to fall off.
Start to feel what?
Start to fall off.
Rough. I don't know. I don't think I've gone that far on the drive car.
That's unfortunate, Liz, but I don't think you'd be allowed to join anyway because this is a
Man, you should see how I just took Indy.
official practice.
Are you in? You're in the track.
I'm in the pits in a minute.
Have a look at how not to take Indy. Man, I was half a second up then. Bugger. Pushing too hard in Porsche curves.
How did you save that?
That's what I mean. You can catch the rear quite well, I think.
I think on the one wing, I don't like how it handles through the Porsche curves. It's a bit too on the limit.
Yeah, I get that. You just got to do what's right for you. I don't think it costs any time, so just change it. It's not a problem.
Yeah, I think P3 is comfortable. P2 maybe a push. I'll give that a try.
I think, to be fair, we'll use 1 on quali and 2 everywhere else. That's what I think for me.
Yeah. Do we know what the weather's going to be like?
Nope, no idea. I'm not on their Facebook group anymore.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I hope they use the. They're trying to replicate the real thing, so they'll probably be using their live weather data. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Hey Ben, how you doing, bud?
What about if we have the fuel mix assigned to the clutch pedal, right? So that when you have it in, it's fuel mix 4. When you release it, it's fuel mix. So when you're going down the straight, easy, just hold it in.
Because we're using auto clutch, aren't we?
Yeah, and then when you're using the brake with your other foot, you're on fuel mix, and then you can manually adjust it on the wheel anyway.
Still think it won't help much. I think our best bet for fuel saving is if we keep the driver updated with what map we need to use to get so much fuel.
Yeah, a little bit of gas with with low wing helps a lot in the Porsche curve.
I find that no matter what, I can feel the back end I'm getting a bit of chattering in the rear going through there, no matter what, on one wing. And that's why when I went through there on Saturday, you could see me sort of making the aggressive sort of adjustments because I could feel the back end going, and then it would grip up, and then it would go again, and it would grip up, and it just wasn't nice.
And I think I'm using the throttle to control that, whereas I couldn't see what you were doing on the throttle, so I don't know.
I instinctively don't want to be on throttle during that because I know that if I try and jump on throttle a little bit, I feel like the rear end's just going to pitch.
Rolling on and off, you're basically transferring the weight from the front wheels to the rear wheels by giving a bit of throttle.
Even if I did it gently, I would have felt the back end was just too on the limit for me.
I mean, that's the thing, you've got to be comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think to be fast, you've got to be, I'm not saying we should be fast, but I'm slowly learning to be comfortable with it on the limit and knowing how to handle it and kind of. So using the TC, using the throttle, using the wheel, not using the brakes, or when using the brakes. So I reckon we should be able, or I can, with a lot of practice and perfect driving, sub 350s throughout the stint.
Yeah, we should be able to do that with the power increase. Because we're doing. Well, you was managing to do what, 52s, 53s in quali pace.
Where for the other one?
Yeah, for CFAG.
I think it's 53.9. I think.
Yeah.
Quali.
Around about 350 is about right for a 10% power increase.
So like I'm pretty low tyres and I'm set for a sub 350. Not low, but 94. Sub ops. Man, lost so much time in that centre, but hey, I was up 3/10 then until he passed me.
Need to. Yeah.
You might be doing 13. You might have to do 13 laps. I'm not sure how that's going to work with 3 wing in terms of your fuel mix or fuel efficiency.
Yeah. It's definitely going to increase the fuel demand. Why was that not on?
Do you want to try some driver swap stuff? Or I'll let you carry on, but when you're free, let me know.
Okay. You want to do some driver swap stuff now?
Are you ready, to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go for it then. I'm just going to go put soft tyres back on. If you join a spec...
Yep.
I need to do a hot lap, come do a driver swap, and then you do a hot lap. Oh, fuck, I want to go out with less fuel. They try and work out, but because I haven't got Motec running, I need like how to work out how long the pit stop takes.
Yeah.
Which won't be too different from. So I need. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to do it. Let's put this fuel in. So 6.55 a lap. So I'm going to do 13 litres of fuel. Say 14 litres of fuel. And I'm going to go do a hot lap. Well, an out lap. And then come in and do a driver swap. And then I'll time it from what it would have been like 350 or something. And then you go do it.
Okay.
And then you better work it out from that. So if you just, I don't think you have to leave the server. You should be able to go car select, press back, and then do your network settings.
Right, I've already left and rejoined as a spectator.
Okay, cool.
In now. Conveniently, you press leave and it doesn't take you all the way out.
Yeah, that's good, that, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm now riding along with you.
Cool. All right. Are you in VR as well? Yeah.
Yep.
So you're in the driving seat with me as such. It might help you see some lines. I don't know. I'm not saying you need help, but
yeah, I'm in the driving seat now.
Oh, yeah, you're riding. Let me get my pit menu. So we're going to do driver swap with tyres and fuel. Let's see what happens.
Okay. It should be about 60 seconds if it goes by how long it took at CFAG. Maybe a bit less.
Should I take tyres off and... Well, we'll do drive swap back in a minute and just take tyres off and see what happens.
Okay.
Right, so I'm going to go do a hot lap, come in, then you're going to go out and do an out lap, and then I should be able to see for the times.
Okay.
I'm going to put 3 wing on for you as well, yeah, and see what happens.
Yes, please.
Tell me what I'm doing different to what you're doing. Do you notice anything? I think it's just I'm happier to get the rear end moving.
Yeah, it does,
I think you just need the confidence in that rear.
It does look like you're pushing a lot harder than I am. I feel like I'm not pushing at all, and the back end's going.
And I've turned my TC up to 6 at the moment.
You're also taking a much shallower line through the chicanes as well, by the looks of it.
Yeah, like minimising that input. I think, I can't remember who, it was Driver 61, I think. I need to find that little clip of this video that helped me, and I think it'll help you, in terms of loading the car.
It just seems like you're taking a much shallower line through the chicane. Like, I do it so I try and keep the car as far to the left for the first part so I can sweep it across and get on the throttle a lot sooner, whereas you seem to be using a lot more of the curve.
That word, sweeping, we don't sweep, we straight line.
Yeah.
That's kind of, I think, the difference in styles is that you're sweeping it.
Yeah. I'm trying to minimalise sliding out of the turn by getting on the power too early, and I'm trying to get as straight line as possible to get the acceleration. That's probably where I'm going wrong.
I mean, I'm not sure if this is helping you just sitting here watching. I'm not saying I've got it perfect either. That was just me going in too hot.
That is exactly what I did on Saturday.
It's just taking too much speed, basically.
Yeah.
That's not one wing, that's me. I was 8 temps up there, I was just pushing it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did on Saturday.
It's just, if I'd have slowed it down more, going into that corner, it'd been fine.
Yeah.
Or put the brake bias back a bit, again, probably would have been fine. But I'll come into the pits. Right, watch this bit then. So it feels like the accelerator's doing more work than the wheel.
So I was trying to do the same thing through there on one wing. But where you were lifting off, I was doing the same thing, and the back end was going before I could even think about getting the throttle to save it.
How quickly are you coming off the accelerator? Wow, that's quick. 33 seconds. Fuel 33 seconds. Tyres are concurrent. So there's absolutely no point in double stinting tyres. Zero driver swap. Oh, yeah, we're not doing driver swaps, are we? I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Why are we even testing this? I totally forgot, man. Fuck. Well, let me see you do a lap, and then we'll.
That's a good start.
Yeah. Have you Let me just stop riding with you. You can probably escape now and go put some what was I going to say? Go put less fuel in it, or just go do a lap, and I'll sit on board with you and see if I can. I don't know.
Do we do a lap, come in, get some softs, and then go back out and do another lap, or just do it on these? I can just do it on these.
No, yeah, it's fine. Just need to assign a button for driver select. Well, that looks smooth.
I feel like I took a lot wider line there as well.
Are you on 3 wing now?
Yes.
Yeah, you're going round the corners. You need to go through them, man. That first curve, I mount that quite a lot.
Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed is you're mounting the first curb and you're sort of just straight lining it as much as possible.
I was coming out wider on the approach to that corner.
Yeah.
I start off wider, so you start off a lot further to the left as you go in.
I think me and Ryan used the same line through there. We come in shallow, go out wide, then sort of it gives you a bit more of a straight line to get the acceleration out.
This one, you can't touch this green stuff on the left either. Cool, you were going a lot hotter than I was. I'd brake.
That was just me trying something there. I'm usually a lot more calm through there. Whoa, that was grass.
That was curb, I think. The curb got unsettled you.
over on the grass before the curve, and the back end just didn't like it.
Keep going, man. And you can straight line those a lot more as well. You want to leave like just the one tyre on the track, just next to the white line. That's
It's really using that much without damaging the car.
yeah. Second gear around it, carry that speed. That corner, that left-hander, that's the only time you're going to use your front right.
Whoa, that was way too much speed through there. How that didn't
Oh, I
get
don't
cut, I don't know.
know. I think you had the right speed there. You just turned in really sharply. You just need to be really smooth on that steering. The smoother the steering, the more speed you can carry. I think that was the right speed. Just you need to be more smooth on your steering. Cut that curb. That entry curb you can cut loads, and the more to the right you get, the more better exit you're going to get through. And I never seem to get right enough, but I've seen people take a really strange line through there. They get such a good exit up this straight. Just doing round the curve again.
I'm doing my braking like it's an open wheel car. I'm trying to do it as straight round as possible, and by the time I get there, I haven't done any more braking.
So you see this line on the left? Get two wheels right over. A bit more. Sorry, I probably forced you doing something you didn't like.
It's my fault, I looked the rears. It annoys me with this that they don't have the brake lock lights working, because I don't know where I'm looking or not.
Didn't know there were lights.
Well, they usually are. You know, on the dash there's a line of lights on both sides. They're supposed to light up in different colours to determine, yeah, and they're supposed to tell you when you're looking. Because I noticed this when I was on Saturday, I could hear, it sounded like a tyre locking, but it didn't feel like it. And I wasn't sure if I was or wasn't, and it was really throwing me off.
That right-hand corner, I'm not sure how you get on with it, but I try and clip that inside curb. It doesn't cost you any time, and if you run wide, it doesn't matter.
I always aim to hit it, but I always seem to understeer.
Yeah.
And just clip it. Oh, I got that completely wrong.
Yeah, you went to fifth way too early, man. So fifth about here, when you're like going in. Right, go back to pits. Do a driver or drive. Yeah, do a driver swap. So go and do a lap, and then we'll do a driver swap. I just want to talk through. You know, we'll carry on talking through between us. We'll get there. So keep the second through here. Cut loads of that. Cut those apex loads, man. And put your TC up maybe a little as well, because I think I was on 6. Might help you.
Can't remember if I've mapped TC. Don't think I have.
Okay. Go back to pits if you want to map it. I don't mind.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Because that helped me a lot, putting the TC up. With one wing, I think you need a little bit more. You can still turn the car with it a bit.
Settings, controls. Oh. Right, now it's mapped.
Like put it up to 6 maybe, or 7, whatever. I think you don't go higher than 6 for now. Right, so T2 and T3, that chicane.
Yeah,
You're going to show me the line. You're going to show me the line you're going to take, where your outside tyre is brushing the track limits of the apex.
Okay.
So you're right over it. The whole car's more or less off track, apart from your right-hand side tyres, and then your left-hand. Second gear. That's it. Nearly. That's about halfway along the car. You want about another half.
Never known curbs to be so fucking lethal.
That's better. That was a lot better.
Like
I saw how your wheel turned. It wasn't like snatching. It was just nice and progressive.
That's usually how I do it, but then I end up understeering off the track. And then as soon as I get to the curb, the back end starts to rotate.
You're on 3 wings still, yeah?
Yep.
Use this inside curb. That's good. No track cut there?
Nope.
There you go. That's probably on the limit. That outside curb on the right, if you go too wide, you can get a track cut there.
Yeah.
But this next one, you can go quite wide on exit and you don't get a track. So remember, we're going to roll over these as well. So be in 3rd gear before you hit the curb. As soon as you clear the curb, go second. Or just bypass it.
Too busy listening. I looked up and it was like 100. I was like, for fuck's sake.
You got auto clutch off?
Yeah.
How come?
I always have it off.
Why?
Because I do.
You should turn it on, man. That's gonna cost you time. You gave me a car, I remember now. You gave me a car with auto clutch off, didn't you?
Did I?
I think so. I stalled it coming out because it was off.
I didn't turn it off.
Oh, okay. I think I've got it signed, so maybe pressed it by accident.
Yeah. I might have done. Might have clicked it by accident instead of something else. Because there was something else that we were using that was close to it.
Yeah, that's it.
This is the exact reason I hate GT cars.
Right, so when you're going in, you're going 4th, but change to 4th a bit later than you did. Like, put just a touch of gas, like 25% gas on, to kind of dig it in a bit as you hit the apex. Just keep it. And then fourth, a little bit of gas. Just tiny bit, just to settle it. Tiny. Go. And then ease off. A little bit of gas. A little bit more, and then go.
Going again.
That's it. That's more like it. That's what we're talking about. More curb. That one, not so much, with the red bit on. Sling it right out wide. Go sixth as well. Now fifth. Second gear. That's good. And this, you're going to use the front right tyre loads. Gas. Perfect.
So I'm aiming the curb.
Yeah, that's alright. That's good.
Pitches it towards the track, and then you lose all the straight line speed on the straight.
Yeah, I think it's just a tiny bit less entry speed and on the gas a bit earlier. That should do it.
Such a weird line through there.
Yeah.
In my head, it's like, this is going to send this car into the wall.
And then this one, the first curb you come to, third gear before you hit it, ease off the brakes, second gear. So gas. Except probably. I'm trying to think what he did there. I think you used the right hand side a bit more than I would do. So I think I have a feeling you get a bit of dirt on your tyres when you're all the way outside there.
There was just no, the front end had gone by that point.
Yeah.
If I let off on the left and not go into second before I get to it, then I can't get it in for the right hand.
Yeah. It's making me think how I do things now, where I don't normally think about it, which is good because I'm questioning. You on full fuel? I can't see your fuel level.
No, I've got 3 litres left.
I come in the pit then and just do a swap.
That was a bit too much revs.
Well, that was still good, man. That was quick.
I think that was a engine brake in there.
Yeah, well, you had to because you took so much speed in. That's my high risk corner. I normally go slower than I probably could do through there because it's a big consequence. If you right, you're going to feather the throttle around here. A little bit gas, just touch. No, don't you go up to 50 yet, man. It's 50 too early. Don't go into fifth until you see that blue wall. You know the blue wall you crash into.
Yeah. I'd lift off.
You came off the gas. Yeah, you came off the gas really sharply. Just you're kind of, I don't know. Think of it like a woman's pieces or something. You've been very gentle with it. You're speeding then.
Just a little bit.
So you got me selected.
Oh, bastard.
You stalled it. Why the fuck don't you use auto clutch? I don't know. I'm having it not signed when you when we go to Denmark. So when you go into Porsche curves, you're going down to fourth. You're going from sixth to fourth really quickly. So just go fifth, then fourth. And think of it as your weight transfer. You want to minimise that weight transfer. So every time you do sharp steering, sharp brakes, sharp acceleration, it's throwing the weight of the car. So let's just do another lap or two and just see what you can learn, and we'll swap back.
It's still on P3, I just remembered.
It's still what?
Still on
P3. Yeah, that's alright, doesn't matter. Be interested to see how it feels for me. I'm going to put it on P2 for you next time as well.
Okay.
So second gear, you took quite a lot of curb, that's good, but you can take loads more. Won't give you a track cut. You can get on really early as well then. And this one, you've really got to throw it in and gas it out early. Get the rear round and smash it to get it to turn. And brake and turn at the same time, kind of thing. Dab a brake and you're turning at the same time, because it will stop it understeering if you dab the brake and start the turn at the same time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Don't brake then turn, brake and turn, and then dab off the brake, ease off the brake, and then it will carry on. This feels good with three wing though.
Braking and turning is so against my philosophy.
Understeer there.
Yeah.
I think that's the wing giving you understeer, you know? Yeah, my TC's on 4, so that was definitely the wing. I'll put it down a bit just to, because you need the rear to move to get it to turn. If your rear's rock solid, it will just understeer it. So I use it. Oh shit! Turn this TC down too much. But you saw I used the inside of that curb. Didn't go over the curb. But I was like inside tyres, just on the angle of the curb, because that kind of helps it turn a little bit.
Yeah.
Tyres directly on it. Right, TC back up to 3. It was on 2. But I'm trying to counter that 3 wing that I'm used to. I'm used to a bit more loose at the rear. Yeah, it's really understeer with 3 wing, really. I didn't even think about putting more. If you had to run 3 wing, put a little bit of pressure in the rear tyres. But that kind of defeats the object of having 3 wing, doesn't it? I think you should try 2 wing. When we come into a thing, we'll do 2. Too much. Fucking hell. Okay, it's going to 4 TC now. It was on 4 when you did it. To be.
Yeah, I can't believe how different you have to drive this car on here, because I've raced this a lot on iRacing, and as soon as you try and do try braking with it, it doesn't like it, and the back end starts stepping out.
Right, so 4th at the apex. Well, not at the apex, and then a little bit gas to get it to turn. 5th when you see the blue wall. Back to 4th. Shit, went over that, shouldn't have done that. A little bit of gas. Because it just helps move the weight of the car around. If the weight's on the rear, it won't give way. I couldn't do anything about that, too much speed. It's me braking too much. It's me braking like when it's sideways, which you just can't do. It's not a very good example. See if I can get this corner a bit better. So you can use all those curbs on the outside of that corner, long as your inside tyres are on the curb, then it's not. So I wouldn't go off track for the braking for this. Like on the approach, you know, I was to the right hand side.
Yeah.
I'd stay, because I think you lose a little bit of grip, you know.
It's weird because when we did the official 24 Hours of Le Mans, Max Verstappen was using all of that extra bit of road on the braking zone.
Was he?
And it wasn't affecting him at all. He was braking about 100 metres later and heavier and still getting the car to turn and hit the apex.
And those guys are just used to the car feeling out of shape and being out of shape.
Yeah.
You just are knowing how to deal with different scenarios. You know, like I went through 4 chicanes, just overcooked it, too much speed or too much brake when the car's sideways.
Yeah.
But still kind of managed to not bin it. Got a cut track, yeah, but right, shall I do one more lap?
Yeah, it's up to you.
And then we'll do a driver swap. I'm going to put it on 2 wing for you. So you're selected 2 wing, 1 more lap after this.
Okay.
Then 4th, and then gas 5th. And then you want to ease off just gently, not lift off sharply, just ease off gently. Predict when you want to lift off and sort of just ease off gently. Without any mistakes, I want to see if I can get close to that 350 time. Because if I can, then, you know, just stick with 3 wing, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck's sakes. Because there's a lot more grip in certain areas, you know. Right, so I'll come in this bit, this lap.
Okay.
So 3rd when you go over the entry, 2nd when you're sort of like ready to turn in.
point since we turn in.
I'll try going outside here then, see what happens. See what. Good enough for Max, good enough for me.
So,
Yeah.
It's just it's really bumpy out there.
Yeah. I think stay on the racing track for that.
Yeah.
This bit's a bit smoother, but yeah, that one, I don't know how he's managing that. Right, so Porsche curves, 25% increments, but gentle between 25, 0, 50, 75, gentle movements between those 4 points. See the bridge, then fifth. It's that little bridge thing.
Okay.
I took too much in there. A little bit of gas helps settle the rear down. So don't be. The gas will help you through there, but you've got to put it on gently. You can't. And like a little bit, like 25% gas will settle the car. You're on two wing.
Mm-hmm.
So just be silky smooth on your wheel, silky smooth on your brakes, silky smooth on the gas. Shall I get in the car, come around with you, or shall I sit in the car? I'll sit in the car, I think.
Yeah.
Because I know that you're driving like a high downforce car.
Yeah.
I don't drive the high downforce car, so I kind of, it's easy for me because that's all I drive is this.
And that's the very reason I don't get on very well with any touring cars, GT cars. It's just the lack of downforce. That's slippery on cold tyres.
Yeah. Oh, you got new tyres, yeah. That's good.
That's so counterintuitive. It's turning whilst braking.
It stops at understeering, but you've got to be careful that you don't press it hard. It's like literally 15-20% brake just to stop it understeering. How much TC you got?
Same as you had it for.
Yeah, I'll put it up to 5. Just because you've got one less wing. Because on that corner you should be able to stomp on that throttle and it should turn nicely. Not stomp, but you know what I mean. Use the throttle to turn the car. Right, so remember, 5th, then 4th with a gap, not 5th, 4th real quick. And once the car's settled, a little bit of gas will stop the rear from stepping out. Gas will help the rear stepping out, just 20, 25. So you could have gassed then.
That's so good. No, I can't hold 5th going through there because I feel like I should still be braking. That's why I'm going down to 4th as quick as I am, because I'm getting it done on the brakes.
Yeah, okay. But you made it round. A little bit of gas would have.
I made it round because I just let go of everything.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. But a little bit of gas would have dug the rear in. A little bit.
It wouldn't have done because I was going in there too quick.
Yeah, you probably were. Actually.
That's why I get it down to 4th as quick as I can to get it in without going too quick.
Okay. If it works for you, do that.
Locked up.
Yeah, I was thinking I was be interested to see if you can make this because I'm easing off before I hit that first kink. I'm easing off a little.
I'm rolling off the throttle when I go through that kink, and I jump on the brakes, the first braking board on the right.
See, I don't know.
Most of the time it works, but sometimes it locks because I'm jumping on the brakes whilst turning.
There you go. But I think you've got to use all that curb to the left on that corner.
I did not like that.
So, well, this is what you got to get comfortable with. You got to get comfortable with the car being like that and being able to deal with making it work. And the car being as settled as you can. Don't know how you got that stopped, but you did.
Went so wide on the exit. Drag the brakes. Drag the brakes.
I'll try and go over that curb as much as I can. That curb on the inside, it doesn't kick you up or anything.
Yeah, that was all my fault there because I was dragging the brake whilst turning right, and it doesn't like that.
Yeah, I'll try and get two wheels over that inside curb as like a little safety net because it means you can kind of brake earlier, I think, because you're straight in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The quicker you can get straightened up, the more speed you can take into it.
This is going to be horrible for you because I've got damage.
Oh, I'm not even watching now. I thought you'd go back to the pits. What happened?
I just forced into a spin in the Porsche curves.
Right, come on, go out to pits, go out together.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I did as well before you go out. Put your rad tape up to 100 and
Yeah, it's already there.
your brake ducting up to 60. Called Black Devil Racing, whoever's in that centre. What, are you in the pits? Yeah, you should be.
What brake duct?
Brake duct 66.
Okay, it's already there.
It's already there, was it?
Yeah. I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to run to the toilet quick.
Cool.
I'm back.
Cool. Just on a hot lap. Even though I ballsed it up at the beginning, but I still want to. And then I've got enough fuel for one more. Hopefully I won't balls that one up.
Don't jinx yourself.
I would have just got a 47.9 then. I'll just cut the last bit just a bit too.
That's a bloody good lap, that 48.9.
Well, it's a quality pace.
I'm going to change some graphic settings quick because I'm currently not staying at 90 very much.
Well, I think I'm going to go anyway. I've done my bit for the day.
Thank you for your help on the lines and stuff like that.
I'm not sure it's going to help, but give it a go. I think I did a video of VEC, of all the Astons who did VEC, and watching, and it was like a culmination of all the Astons overlaid from each other. And I think that kind of showed me, look, you've got to cut loads of curbs. That's basically how you go fast, is run wide, carry the speed, cut the curbs like they're not there, and just stay know where the limits of the track limits are, and use it up to the last millimetre.
Hello, lads.
Hello.
Hey. Oh, Henry, you can do some Taylor coaching if he's not had enough of me. You taught me about 2 seconds worth of time. On quali...
That was all you. I just give support.
Well, on quali, I can get into the 47. Which I know you can probably do mid 47s, but if not lower.
I mean, the fastest lap I've done was the 48.9, and then I got on last night with Tom, and neither of us could get below a 50. So I think the track wasn't rubbered in.
Well, it's quite rubbered in now because I think I can race pace manage sub 350.
Ooh.
Like full fuel, you know, if I'm doing churning out perfect laps, they're all going to be under 350.
Yeah. Simon's on it then.
Well, what's the other thing I was going to add? Oh yeah, we just for some reason we tried driver swaps. But I don't know why we did that because they're not doing driver swaps. But the fuel and the tyres are concurrent, and it's quite quick. It's like 30 seconds to fill up.
Yeah,
I think Tom was saying this, so we can swap tyres every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's shit. Personally, it's just like 24 sprint races all moulded in. Why can't we have some tactics on tyres, like mediums and hards and stuff? Or they're going to chuck that in the last minute?
Who knows? Might make a change to it about 3 seconds before the race, so M1 style.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be realistic then, because WEC do that at Le Mans. Be like 2 hours before the start of the race, we're like, right, we've bopped your car.
So I was just thinking before I got on, like half of the people I'm gonna meet on the way to GTR think I'm from Florida and don't realize that I'm actually English. I should just introduce myself in like a deep Southern accent.
Yeah.
Like just jump in the van, like howdy y'all.
Howdy y'all, I fuck my sister.
I fuck my sister and my cousin on my favorite Dragon Ball Z blanket, okay? And then I shot my brother.
I'm going to have a quick go on this hypercar thing.
It's insane.
I'm just loading up the server.
The Senna is an insane car. It shouldn't be possible.
Is it fun?
Fun to the point where you're shitting your pants.
So fun.
Yeah, very fun.
I mean, it seems to be massive straight line speed and then not a lot of mid corner. Because I mean, just about the GTEs are only just slower than it through corners.
Yeah, it's very straight line speed dependent.
I mean, so in CFEG, I mean, the P2s were quicker than the Sennas. I was quicker than Luca when it was in the first couple of hours of rain. So it's weird. It'll be interesting to see just how much of an accurate representation it is come 2021 and the new WEC regulation.
Yeah, it's going to be very weird.
Okay, you say Taylor coaching, but he's already done a 50.0.
That's not me. That was one of Simon's times when we were doing driver swaps. I think it's like linked it to my name now.
Okay. What setup are we on, by the way?
The one that was pinned in the chat.
Yeah, just check 100% rad and 66 brake duct banking.
I'll check the Discord.
It's in the GTR boys into it, I think. I think my fastest time so far is a 54.1, 54.0.
So the Simon Marshall 05, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I already have that one. Well, if you want to do a lap, mate, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
With my infinite wisdom.
Infinite wisdom.
Basically, Taylor's used to driving high downforce cars, and he's turning, braking, and then turning. And I think he's suddenly got Tetra Rouge, where I've said, you know, dab and turn. And
I mean, I can't get Tetra Rouge right with the braking and turning. I just get the rear just comes around.
no, I've got I kind of got that one now. I've nailed that. Tetra.
Yeah.
Well, let's try this hypercar then.
That's right. Get those tires warm in the pit lane pit.
I'm in.
Oh, there we go.
Right, I'm going to come burn someone up. Who can I lunge and dive? Who can I knock off the track?
We don't really have much choice.
Just wait until Taylor's on a lap, which is 4 seconds quicker than his best, and then punt him at the Ford chicane.
This is basically like one of those robot wars wedges, where I'm going to wedge into a GTE, fling it out of the arena.
They were always the most OP robots. Like that, the wedge kind of deal was clearly the way to go.
Yeah.
From the like 5 minutes of Robot Wars I've ever seen on TV. Turning in so early there, mate.
Yeah, I'm on an outlap. I'm not fully at it yet.
Are you on 2-wing or 3-wing, Taylor? Come on.
I think yeah, it's on P1.
Oh wow. He was getting used. Yeah, but he was getting used to 3. I said try 2.
I'll try
To be honest,
P1 with the 6 on the traction control, and then I'll go to P2.
to be honest, I think we should probably go to 2 because the rear does get a bit slidey as the stint goes. And by a bit slidey, I mean it tries to kill you in turn 1.
Yeah. It killed me many times on Seaford on Saturday.
Yeah, Tom and I were trying to do long stints yesterday, and we died many times.
Man, this car is lovely.
Oh, he's talking. Oh, I thought he was talking about the M8. I was thinking, what the fuck is he on?
No, in a Senna.
I haven't actually tried it. Let me know if it's fun.
I'm coming for you, Taylor. I'm gonna die from you.
Wait, where? If only I could find.
Come to an apex. I'm gonna die from you.
You don't have the braking distance to dive from him. Even if you wanted to, you couldn't. I bet you he stuffs them all in.
I was trying to pitch you around then.
Too slow, mofo.
You'll see him backwards in the wall. Of course.
Yeah, watch this. Watch this. Famous last words.
Hold my beer.
I mean, there is no rule against drinking in sim racing. And just for the record, just because this might be helpful when it comes to the P1 race, Simon, my dad and I once proved on Gran Turismo many years ago that you're actually faster around the Nürburgring after 1 beer than you are without.
Yeah, there's a theory. I used to play pool every Sunday night, and after there was an optimal zone. 1 pint was the optimal zone. 2 pints, and yeah, I'd get.
Optimal pintage.
So I've tried my best to explain about weight transfer and steady application of the throttle around Porsche curves. Modulating the throttle on and off kind of helps the rears not.
Okay.
That's my visualization of it anyway.
I mean, yeah, when you're going through a corner and you come off the throttle, all the weight comes off the rear. So if it starts sliding, you actually want to give it more throttle.
Yeah, just a like 25% throttle and you're good.
Also, that is not the line through that chicane.
That's an amazing line.
So you want to turn in like just before the second line
Yeah,
up here.
The back end just went, so I fucked up the whole thing.
You do not want to touch the inside curb here. It will kill you. And then brake at that first line, and he's dead.
What the fuck?
Alright. Let me come out at the same time as you. Let's do some laps.
Oh, that's never happened there.
You're on one wing, don't forget. Put it on two wings.
Okay, and we turn in, and you want to brake at that line, and you have died.
He's gone. That has never happened there before.
Alright, first lap of the 24 hours, and you want to turn in, hit your braking point, and you're dead. Alright, back to England for us. Alright, put it on two wing, let's go out together.
Yeah, one wing is just, it's gonna kill me.
Yeah, I think it'll kill all of us in the end. Did you say you're at 100% rad?
Yeah.
The other change Simon mentioned?
66 on the brake duct.
Oh. Optimal top speed. Alright, so what you want to do is pull a burnout out of the pits. That gives you an extra 3 seconds in lap time. And then...
Man, this car is fun.
You definitely want to get those tyres warm in the pit lane.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And make sure you kill the marshal.
I think I just mounted all those codes that you left behind.
So I'm breaking like this first white line and then just like completely clobber this curb. As long as you have like part of a wheel on the main curb, then it counts as you being inside the track.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can have all four wheels off, and as long as part of one of those outside wheels is on, then it counts as on track. Oh my god, this is understeer with two wing. That might be a cut, mate. And he's dead.
Hold the
Oh wait, no,
road.
he's held it. He's held it.
Hold the road.
Is that Tetra Rouge? Let me
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
We did that last time.
Told the back end just didn't like it.
That's what happens when you use Simon's method of braking and turning at the same time. I don't know how he does it.
It
It's
was
a dab.
working.
It's a little dab.
It was working.
Like 10% dab.
Brake at the yellow wall there, mate. You want to like hook yourself on this curb and that rotates the car.
Hook yourself. See, he's describing it in different ways. It might work.
Now what's going to happen here is that Senna's going to come past you and then they're going to pull in front of you in the braking zone. So then you have to brake about 800 meters earlier because otherwise you pump them.
Man,
There's like two trees there. I brake at the
seconds off
second one
pace.
again. Hook yourself on that curb and then you go.
See, I noticed with Simon, who was running over the curbs and running a lot more of a shallow line through those chicanes, whereas I was holding to the left-hand side to get a more straight line exit, so get the acceleration.
Yeah, you can use so much curb. So here there's like a big pole on the left, brake at that. You want to get a bit over this white line and then cut that apex curb. You might want to slow down for that. As you fly past me.
I'm now definitely locking the brakes a lot more than I was earlier.
Yeah, you might have to shift the brake balance for that corner.
Right, I've moved it to 53 because it was on 51.
Yeah, that's an outlier of a corner. I tend to adjust it for that corner and then straight back. For this one, we're braking at the start of the green AstroTurf on the left, down a gear, give it like 25% throttle to stabilize the rear through the corner, and then braking down to second and go deep, except don't. This one, brake at like 75, if that's the 50 board, and use all the exit. You can cut this red bit on the left, which just makes it a straight line.
That's what I try to do.
So
Sometimes, right,
it'll save you a
doing
couple of
I started
hundreds.
doing it on air racing, and it just seemed to slow you down a bit, so I wasn't sure if it was doable on air.
This is a small lift and try and get to that apex curb. Then this one, you don't actually want to apex until about here. So your apex is so late that you're basically already getting ready to turn left. And then the final chicanes are just about cutting the curbs. So brake just before the pit thing and then just cut them massively. As long as you have a wheel on part of that main curb, it counts. Use the exit and you're good. So, where you died last time, basically you want to brake when you're in a straight line.
Yeah.
So, turn in just before that, get it straight, and then just cut these massively. Literally just straight line them. This bit's flat. You want to brake in between that second line and the access road. Really lean on the front so it'll feel understeery and just drag it into the apex. Here, rush the brakes, down a gear. Don't go wide. Well, he's kept it in the track limits.
I wasn't at full speed going into there because I messed up the Dunlop curves.
Oh yeah, they're a bitch. I hate them so much. Here it's just brake, hit the yellow board bit on the left. You can use so much of the right apex curb. And then use the left one to really hook the car and rotate it, and you can get on the throttle so early. It feels like you're going to go straight into the wall, but it just tracks out. And you're in the wall.
That's what I get for getting on the power to rally.
What's your TC set to?
4.
So it's actually 3. Because these cars have that weird bug. Alright, you go out and I'll follow. There you go, full weave. Use all that track limit. There you go.
I'd kill the marshal, don't forget the marshal.
Don't forget. So just bump your TC up by 1 click if you have it on your wheel.
Yeah, I've put it up to 7. We were running it at 6. The track has been cut.
Man, this centre is good. I need to do a race with this.
Yeah?
Why didn't we race this like here, GTR? We should have done.
So, yellow board Taylor, just yeet yourself across the right apex curb. And then you want to use loads of the left curb, but not get completely over it, because that hooks you towards the wall. So if you put your wheels on it, then it'll rotate you and help you get the exit straight. But if you hook yourself over it completely, then it'll just spin you. Same sort of deal with the next one. So there's 2 sticky out trees at like 150 meters. You want to brake at the second tree if you're confident, first one if you're not. Down to third, loads of left apex curb, and then down to second for the next part. Get on the curb to rotate you, and throttle. You probably want to shift your brake bias a bit.
I've pushed it forward already. I quite like a forward brake bias anyway.
So try braking just before the pole on the left, get in a straight line. And then really cut the apex, and then use all that exit. Here again, we're braking at the start of the AstroTurf, down a gear, giving it just a little bit of throttle through the really quick right-hander, just to stabilize through and get some weight over it. And then as soon as you're in a straight line, braking and down to second. You have to really trail the brakes in there because it understeers a lot with the camber. Use all the exit here, get all the way out. Oh, that's too far. I almost died. For Porsche curves, I'm braking before the green AstroTurf on the left, down 2 gears. And you want to apex at this. There's a lot of apex curving on the right. You want to apex at the start of it. And it's all just sort of balancing it.
I got forward drift then.
The next bit is flat with the right line, then tiny lift, and here really, really late apex. So stay wide and then it comes in right as you turn left. You don't brake to turn left, you just lift. And then for here, it's braking just before that white pit bit on the right, down to third, and just completely cut the chicanes.
I didn't change down fast enough there.
Yeah, you have to really bang through them.
By the time I got to the first apex, I was in fourth, rather than third.
Yeah, so that's pretty in a straight line here. You can cut that massively.
I get so much understeer, I can't get there.
Across it.
I can't get there, there's so much understeer.
It's because your brake bias is so far forward.
Any far back and it starts rotating on me.
Try pull it back a little bit, 52 and a half.
That line was good through Tesha Rouge. You're probably just about 10 centimeters too far over to the left. That's nothing. That was good though.
How about this
Don't be afraid. Oh yeah, gotta get them warm. Gotta get them Super GT style. You don't be afraid of the curbs here. Use loads of them. Just don't completely hook yourself over the middle one.
Front just washed out.
Yeah. So if you use the curb, it'll stop that and it'll just bring it around. Is the car okay, or do you have to reset?
I've actually hit the wall and got absolutely nothing.
Yay! I think they've put 50% damage on because they know that we'll all stuff it into the wall. So yeah, the 2 trees here. Down to third, loads of curb. Down to second, and get to that curb, which I didn't do. And I'm going to cut this next corner. So again, it's just the curb thing. Like, as long as one of my wheels is just about touching the curb, it counts as being in. So I can completely cut the apex. If you're struggling with the front, just try holding the brake into the apex.
The last
So
two times
just
it's
stay
been,
on
I put the brake bias down to 52 and a half and it was too far back. It was locking the rears.
Really?
Yeah. So
I'm
just
literally
put
on
it.
the cusp of 53.
Just find that sweet spot, whatever, because it's different for each driver. But just hold the brake as you turn into the apex, and that'll. If there's the weight stays over the front, it'll help it turn in.
That's usually what I do for trail braking, but when it's like how we're doing Tetra Rouge, that is just going completely against how I'm used to driving.
Yeah, I don't even trail brake into Tetra Rouge. I brush them, I down the gear, and then I pretty much straight back on throttle because it's so fast and the rear's so unstable.
Yeah, that's it. Like a 5-10% dab on the brake, and then you're back out. Oh my god, this car is addictive. I wish I'd done this
fucking
class
grass.
now.
Taylor, that is a mega power slide there.
I got on the grass on the left.
Oh yeah.
I can't see. I've got everything so low. I can't see much at all.
You mean the driving position?
No, I've got all the graphic settings on low. I'm in VR. I've got it all like pretty much minimum, and I'm struggling to see a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, that's what I did when I first got VR. Honestly, it's not worth it really.
Well, I can't go. I'm struggling to hit 90 FPS even on low.
Yeah, my sister bought me an Oculus, and I decided to stick with a single screen until I could save up enough to actually buy a PC that would run it, because it was like playing on an N64.
It's like, I was watching some nostalgic VR on YouTube. Oh, it's so funny.
What do you mean nostalgic VR? It's only been around for like 2 years.
No, it's been around for decades.
Yeah, back in the late 80s, early 90s. Not the Virtual Boy. It's like Nintendo's failed VR attempt.
Back when Nintendo was quirky.
Yeah.
In the old days.
Oh, I was just about to do a 25, literally last corner. Got a little bit of a squirrel.
I'm going to jump onto the single screen, see if that helps me at all.
Oi, Taylor, where'd you go?
He's gone into a single screen.
Yeah, I'm changing it to single screen quick.
Yeah, good call.
Man, this car's addictive. I can't put it down. Even on worn out tyres, it's great.
Simon, that is not an apex.
No, I know. You didn't see what I did last lap though. It's a bit understeered.
This guy. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going wide a fair bit. But man, this is fun.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Cool. I just had to change over to the wireless headset.
Who's that?
Simon, are you sure you want to touch that curb?
Which curb? Oh, that. Yeah.
The turn one. Every time I
Yeah.
touch the turn one apex curb, it kills me.
That corner's like Indy to me. That, you know, the first bit of Indy.
Yeah.
You kind of get the rear end out, drift it a little bit.
Drifting it around the corner is not the fastest way.
No, but
Unless
you know what I
you're
mean.
in Aston Silverstone.
Drifting isn't what I mean. What I mean is changing the attitude of the car. You're kind of sliding it sideways a little bit.
Yeah. You just got to get confidence with it.
I feel the rear end going, but it's controlled going. It's not like out of control.
Yeah, just a couple of degrees of rotation. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Exactly. But my god, that's fun. And the guy who was in here for like 2 hours couldn't beat 326. 324's on the cards if I put the time.
I will take all the credit for that thanks to my notes.
Yes, exactly. Why not?
But like an
Man, I want to do a Le Mans race in that car now. That is epic.
You should try taking it around the Nordschleife. Absolutely insane.
No, I haven't done that yet. Right, I've got to go, but I'll catch you guys later.
Catch you later.
Alright mate, see you soon.
Goodbye. See ya.
I'll be on for practice tomorrow. Alright Taylor, can you actually see the track now?
Yes.
Hey. Alright, let's do this again. I'll watch a lap. Give me that tire moving in there. Warm those tires like you. This is the strategy we're using for GTR. We distract the competition. By the time they can say, fuck it, leaving,
1 second. I need to turn down the game audio because it's overpowering Discord. That should be better now. Burn some clutch.
So trail brake all the way in here, even more curb. Like, that much. Just completely plant yourself over. And here you want to brake like there. Turn in, you'll feel the front slide just drag it all the way in. And aim for the last pylon with that, and it's flat but it's sketchy. Here, you've got that right, you can just cut the apex. So when we did the comparison video after Le Mans with the Astons, we found basically what was happening is that the Div 1 guy was basically just cutting the track the entire time, and that's how everyone was working out. Because they were just, we were like being sensible, not going over the white lines, and they were like just raping the white line.
What the fuck?
Car okay?
We've got a blue front right panel.
Alright, let me find my notes. Let me open them. So let's just do a slow out lap. But did you ever get to see the video with the note?
No.
Okay, so I'll just describe it to you, and let's just do a slow out lap. Let's try and rectify the key. Let's try and simulate the key points. So here you want to break it like that first line, turn in somewhere here, and just complete. There you go. Same for the next one. That's perfect. Just you'll want to be careful and drop on the exit. Here, this is flat. You're going to brake in between the second white line of the apex curve, turn in, just feel it drag, and then apex at the last pylon, which has been knocked over. There you go, that's good. Should be in track limits there.
It is. Back end always steps out as soon as I get to that curve.
It's so sketchy.
Yeah.
It's one thing you want to be careful of. And then here, yeah, brake at the...
Yellow bit. They're breaking the barrier.
Yeah, braking the barrier.
I've always used that.
Yeah. And then the key point here isn't this first part, it's the second one. So you want to get on that curve to rotate it. You see how much it rotated there?
Yeah.
So on it, but not completely over it. And then we're basically just doing the same with the second bit. So I think we're braking at like 130, 125. I use the two sticky out trees. But down to third for the first bit.
I can see them now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So there's two sticky out trees that I use right there. Down to third. And then down to second. And again just on that curve but not over it. And then this bit's fairly simple. What you want to do is you want to put your foot down to the floor and just go in a straight line. And it's just a big pole on the left. Right about the turn, which I think I'm using. So just slam on the brakes at that. You can go over that white line to open it up and just massively cut that apex. You can put like all four wheels over it, and just about touching the main curve. Again, going straight. Hope that the centers and the P2s pass you here rather than trying to dive you. And then brake at the Astro, a little bit of throttle to stabilise it. And then as soon as it's straight, just slam on the brakes down to seconds, trail brake it in. There you go. That was perfect. Brake like here, 75, and just use all the exit you can. There you go, got on perfect there. The Porsche curves are a bit difficult there, it's just balancing it with how much lift. So brake like here, down to fourth. Aim for that apex at the start of that curve on the right, and then this is flat or a tiny lift, just depends on where the car is. Again, lift through here, and then a really, really late apex, so that's good. Out, and then apex here, and then just lift, turn it in, it's perfect. And you just want to turn in a little bit later so that you don't run out wide and then you open up. And here braking like 10 meters before that pit bit and just gosh, massively. Like you want to get your right wheels want to be on the curb through the left-hand bit, and your left wheels want to be on the curb in the right-hand bit. So, let's do it again. Turn in just before the second white line, get it straight, slam on the brakes. And cut the apex. There it is. And the second one, beautiful. Going to brake between the second white line and the access road. Drag
Too
it
far
in
to the
on
left.
brakes. Apex of the last pylon. Just watch the kick. Down the gate here. That was good, just turning a bit late. And then I hate turning points, I can never get them right. Like, I think I'm doing them right, and then I look at my replay and I'm turning in like 50 meters before everyone else. But basically, if you're going wide, if you're understeering wide at the exit, you're going off, just turn a bit later. You've got this bit pretty much perfect, just middle curve is the other one. There you go, that's perfect.
Gets it to rotate the exit.
Yeah, so it just does it for us and we don't stand with as much. This one, keep doing it perfect, just cut the apex. You want your left hand wheels on the apex curve. There you go. And then lots of exit. Got the next one perfectly, just brake at the Astro, bit of throttle through the first bit, down the seconds, and brakes into the apex to keep the forks under.
Ah, messed that right up.
Yeah, it's a bitch. Just, yeah, it's just that I can't get it right. And I'm even worse than I'm so bad at that one. I don't know what it is with that corner. It's like the slowest, most basic corner on the track. But I do my front stop, my rear's lock, I stuff in the wall, I spin it up. This bit, try braking a bit earlier and just aiming for that apex. There you go. A little bit of a lift through this next one.
The back end was going before I'd even got it in there.
Yeah, so I think probably just lifting as you were turning, because that probably took the weight off the rear. So just do the lift and then turn as you get back on the throttle, which stabilizes it. So here again, you want your right hand wheels on that curb through the left hander. There you go, and then through the left hander. That was great. And there you go. That's a solid lap.
I just need to tie it all together now.
Yeah, exactly. That's the difficult bit. But I mean, you've got 90% of the corners perfect, so. What the fuck? I thought my FOV had changed. The pit lane looked a million miles longer than usual. I came out of the pits and I thought it looked like I was in bloody hyperspace or something. I think I've been looking at your lap for too long because that defaults to like a really wide screen, and now the track seems so much narrower. It feels like the car itself is wider and the track is like 100% narrower.
It's weird.
Have you been to GTR before, or?
No, it's the first time.
Same here. I mean, Simon's been before, hasn't he? The team's definitely been before.
They haven't, no.
Haven't they?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was actually the one that put the idea to Simon.
Okay.
I watched Jimmy Broadbent's video when he went for the first time.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to do it, and the only team that, because I'm contracted to a team on iRacing, and the only other team that I would know that would actually do it would be Rookie Monsters.
Yeah.
I put the idea to Simon. He's like, "Ooh, I'll think about that."
Yeah, I mean, Rookie Monster seems to have. We seem to do just about everything.
Yes, it's a very diverse team.
Yeah, we have a lot of drivers.
Yes. A lot of. I think the Discord server is extremely cluttered with a lot of different leagues.
Oh yeah.
You have to spend like 45 minutes just trying to find which one you want.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, let's see if I can do a lap without fucking it up. Oh boy, I haven't even started it yet. Honestly, fuck Tetra Rouge.
Yes.
How long have you been with the team?
I've been with them since January last year.
Okay, so a while then.
Yeah, fair while. Long enough to be classed as a senior driver.
Oh, you're one of the senior. You've got that
Yes.
title. Oh wow.
I don't actually race that
I'm
much with the
racing-
team.
Okay.
I tend to find myself more on iRacing than iFactor 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never actually tried it. I've heard people love it though, so I need to at some point.
You would probably, if you like how iFactor 2 feels, I would wait for iRacing to bring out their new tyre model, because their old
Yeah.
one isn't that great. Their new tyre model is brilliant. I'd say it probably, although you can't feel the tyre as much as rFactor 2, it definitely puts iRacing above rFactor 2 because it just has everything.
Yeah, I've heard that iRacing is much more well-rounded compared to rFactor.
iRacing just seems to just work, whereas rFactor 2 you have to do 1,000,001 things just to get it to work.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to try it at some point. I mean, everyone seems to love it, but I mean, I just picked R Factor when I got into sim racing because I heard the physics were the best.
Yeah.
And that's all I really care about. Is
Yeah.
it's sort of real world prep and stuff for me. So I don't really care about the rest of it.
Yeah. I've always said that for a sim to be a sim, it has to have the physics, and most sims that are actually hardcore sims tend to look crap, but they handle amazingly.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at it's like the sims that the F1 teams use, it's basically R Factor 1.
Yeah.
It's called R Factor Pro, but it's
Yeah.
literally just R Factor 1.
I think Ryan was saying, because he just had an interview at Racing Point, and
Yeah?
the guy that interviewed him was saying that a lot of the teams are moving away from R Factor Pro, but they're still using a base that's pretty much R Factor Pro.
Yeah, so I think one of the GP2 drivers, Adrian Keith Hobbs,
Yeah.
I think he's developing his own software, or he's developed his own software, because I know that's what Lando Norris uses.
Yeah.
But you know, that's the big league stuff.
Yeah, Quaif Hobbs has got his own sim center and everything. I wouldn't surprise. It wouldn't surprise me.
What did Ryan have a interview at Force India for?
I think he's going there for web development.
Whatever he does, as long as he doesn't show him the Rookie Monster site, he's fine. Especially not on mobile.
It works fine on PC. As soon as it got to mobile, I was just like, nah, fuck it. They're all going to be on PC anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And I've rolled at Tetra Rouge. This car feels quite stable now.
I've always struggled with anything GT, touring, any of that. I've never really got on with.
Yeah, I've always been crap with them. I think I'm starting to get used to them.
Most of my sim racing stuff has been in high downforce stuff like F1 cars, LMP, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And my real life experience has just all been go-karts.
I mean, karting's so much fun though.
Yes.
Do you race like the other guys? I know a couple of guys in the team race.
I used to, up until I was 16.
Okay.
And
Any good at it?
I had a few wins, not enough to write home about, but I was fairly consistent. I was always in the top 5.
It's better than me. I mean, I've done one kart race in my life, and I finished 7th because I think it was my 8th birthday, and my parents bought me an arrive and drive go-kart race. And at the start, they were like, all right, we're going to go around at half speed under a yellow flag until they show a green flag. Because I never saw them show a green flag. So for about 3 laps of this 10-lap race, I went around at half speed while everyone passed me. And I finished 7th, and that's the only go-kart race I've ever done. So it wasn't exactly the standout, look, Mum and Dad, I'm going to prove you wrong, I can be a racing driver result that I was looking for. In my head, I was like, fuck you. I'm going to win it, and they're going to be like, oh my god, he's the next Lewis Hamilton. Didn't turn out that way.
Didn't even see the green flag.
Didn't even see the green flag. Yeah, I know a couple of the guys race. I think Rob does.
Yeah, Rob does.
And Angus does as well, I think.
And Hugh? Yeah, Hugh does as well, I think.
Okay. Wait, so am I with you in the 86 on the way up?
Yes.
Is there anyone with us?
It's just you, me, and
Or
Ryan.
is it just us?
Yeah, it's just us three.
Okay. So who else is with us?
It's just you, me, and Ryan. Ryan's driving because it's his
Oh,
car.
Ryan. Okay, so we're going to have to rotate with the back and the front seat because I have back issues, so I'm not sure I can spend the entire thing in the back.
I'm happy to sit in the back the whole time.
We can rotate, mate. It's fine.
It's fine.
I just don't want to spend the entire thing in the back and then get to Denmark and find that I can't move because my back is seized.
That's right. My back's pretty bad, but it'll hold up. But yeah, I could probably just lay across the back seats, just make sure my seatbelt is still on.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll switch it up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to condemn you to 14 hours. I'm not that cruel.
I'm actually glad that there's someone else coming with us because I don't hold conversation very well, and I'm pretty sure Ryan needs someone to talk to for 12 hours.
It'll be fine. We don't have the cop in our car, so we can talk about whatever we want.
I think they'll talk about more things with Simon than we will.
Nah, it's fine, mate.
Simon is surprisingly uncop-like for someone that works for the police.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. I was on this server practicing with Simon and Matt like 3 weeks ago, and I was saying to Simon, because in the US, pretty much as long as you have car insurance and the person whose car it is has car insurance, pretty much anyone can drive.
Yeah.
So you can all share as long as you both have your own insurance. You don't have to be registered on that specific insurance. So my mind was still like that, and I was like, look, Simon, just in advance, I'm not going to be able to help with the driving because my British license isn't exactly legit. And Matt just goes, mate, do you know what Simon does? And I'm like, no. That was an awkward conversation. Sorry, it's outside his jurisdiction.
Just a bit. So I was because me and Ryan went to Simon's to do the Seafeg race. On the way back,
Oh yeah.
I was talking about doing rotations, and now it was like, you don't have your driving license, do you? I was like, no, but I have my provisional. So if you get learners like L plates and get learners insurance on the car under my name,
yeah, there you go.
I could rotate, but I wouldn't trust myself with his car.
Yeah.
I'd probably bin it on the autobahn or something.
Are we going anywhere near the autobahn?
I think we've got to go through Germany, so we'll probably go on one, maybe two.
Okay. In before the van and the 86 are drag racing. Christ. Okay, wait, so yeah. So I was watching the stream. There's Simon, who doesn't have any hair. One of you has dark brown hair, and one of you has lighter hair. Which one's which?
The one with lighter hair would be me. I think Ryan's got a black beard, black hair. I've got dark brown hair and a ginger beard.
Okay, but Ryan's is darker.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I can probably just about place some of you then when I get. It'll be fine. As long as we don't bin it on the autobahn being irresponsible, it'll be fine. It won't look good for us either because it'll be pretend racing drivers grounded on the autobahn.
I don't think the Germans will take too well to that.
No, probably not.
Why is it doing that?
Oh, why can I not get a lap right?